let's check in on things. We're a couple of weeks into our New Year's resolutions, right? So how are things going for you? Maybe it's a good time for some tips on how to stay on track or get back on track to your goals. And who better to talk to than Dr. Andrew Weil? He has written books on health, healing, nutrition, and more. So glad you could join us, Dr. Weil, because, I'm a fan of your work because your approach is not deprive yourself or eat less. It's a more holistic approach, looking at every aspect of your life to being healthy. So thanks for being with us.
You're welcome.
It's really about small changes to making your life healthier, but it's not just, okay, I gave up white pasta, now I'm eating whole wheat. The question is, where do I go from there? So let's start with that small example. Say people made that step of cutting that out. What's next for them?
I would say in general to try to cut down on products made with flour and sugar. And instead eat more actual whole grains. That doesn't mean whole wheat bread or whole wheat pasta. It means dishes made with rice, barley, quinoa, wild rice, where you can actually see the grains.
Let's talk about sodas, for example, or those big frothy coffee drinks. So hard for people to give it up, but once they do, is there something deeper that they can go into next?
It's not just soda, it's sweetened beverages in general. It's the sweet tea that everyone in the South drinks, it's energy drinks, it's putting sugar in coffee, it's fruit juice. I think you want to try to reduce or eliminate consumption of sweetened beverages. I like sparkling water with a bit of lime or lemon, sparkling water with a bit of fruit juice in it, iced tea without any sweetener.
It's amazing once you give up sugar, how much of an effect it has on you once you get a little taste of it afterwards. And you almost stop craving it as much, right?
Yeah, I grew up drinking, putting lots of sugar in iced tea. I was addicted to cola in my 20s. I can't drink those things now. They just taste way too sweet for me.
Yeah. Let's talk about getting active. So a lot of people may have said, okay, I'm going to start walking and the stairs instead of taking the elevator, things like that. Once they master those little small steps, what is the larger picture they should move on to?
I think you want to be physically active every day in some way. That is, you want to do something that gets your heart rate up and you're huffing and puffing. I'm a big fan of walking. You can do some uphill walking. You can park your car farther away rather than nearer to your destination. I mean, just simple things like that.
If people are starting to feel discouraged, you feel so motivated that first week of January. If people start to feel discouraged a few weeks into this sort of what is hopefully a year-long commitment, what can they do to get back on track?
The most useful piece of information I can give is to spend more time in the company of people who have the habits you want. If you want to have better exercise habits, spend more time in the company of people who exercise. If you want to eat better, spend more time with people who have good eating habits.
That's a good tip there. You have a lot of good tips. Dr. Weil's website is on our show page, hlntv.com/Weekend Express, if you want some more tips. In the meantime, Dr. Weil, you have a great day. Thanks for being with us.
You're welcome.